Alright, what's up everybody? Today I'm on the tour bus, so I'm going to make this video pretty short. We're out on tour, and I just don't have my regular setup, but I thought I'd put a video out because it has some pretty cool updates going to be dropping here soon. And let me jump this chart to the most recent here and see what's going on. But yeah, so I've been working on the final versions of the BB30 AI bands, and soon that will be iterated to the other 1H and 10 minute, all that stuff. It'll take a while though to really get everything out there, so I'm just going to do one at a time. And right now the 30 minute is the most recent. There is a light version, there's a max version. The light version, it looks like this, where it just has general, the AI section right there, and then some confirmation section there. It doesn't have all of the individual layers for editing. It keeps it real simple. The max version does have the expanded layers, and then the light version and the expanded version will have some filtering for the flags. So basically these flags will help confirm whether it's an actual trustworthy bounce or not, or closure under the bands, over the bands, all that stuff. So I'll explain more in depth later. Again, I know a lot of people are waiting for more in-depth videos and all that stuff, but I'm only got so much time, and right now all of my time is going to finishing building this stuff, and then I'll get into explaining it all. But have a pretty cool like probability chart, table, whatever. All of that stuff, again, another video will be explained, but just kind of wanted to get eyeballs on this. And then what would be helpful is just if people from the community want to start building with it, and feedback is always welcome. That kind of helps me finish up and get rid of any last bugs. But yeah, I think this should be a pretty great tool. So, and you can see this is the last 2.5 years of history, and great profit factor. I'm on like right now I'm running everything at commissions at 0.06 just to really make sure that it's viable, and the profit factor is really incredible even at 0.06. So yeah, just stoked about what these bands can do. Let's look at a few other charts, and we'll kind of end it there. There's a short version. This is made with the max version. Also, by the way, I am going to be updating and redoing the whole Patreon. So people that have already been locked in, you're locked in at the price that you're at. But new users, the price will change, and the packages will kind of change. And just because, again, all of this work is, it's just a lot of work to keep up with. So I kind of need the price to match that for now going forward. But this is a short strategy, and obviously quite a bit less. But Bitcoin has been majorly bullish over the last kind of couple of years, and the short strategy has still been making some nice decent gains over those years, though a lot more chop, and it takes a lot longer, quite a bit less trades. And but again, it's a kind of nice hedge. The fees are at 0.06, so should be pretty reasonable. And yeah, so that's another thing that I've just posted. I have not added anybody to this, but I'm going to be doing that in the next couple days. We'll look at a couple other strategies that are out there. So this is a short strategy for Solana, 10 minute, and looks like it took some pretty big hits over the past, I guess, month. April, really, the end of April kind of crushed this strategy a bit, but stayed out of trades on this whole uptrend here, which is good news. I'm actually going to be turning this back on and going a little bit heavier into it now that we're decently up. For me, I think it's a little bit better place to be starting a strategy. So if you've not started that, been thinking about it, not financial advice, but it's better to start it after Solana's or whatever coin has gone on a big run. This run might continue to go though, and we might continue to see pullback. So who knows? But for me, it's like at least a little bit safer spot than we have been in. Last few things here. Just this is a max version of a long strategy. I don't really need to look at this too much. This actually, and the max version, I have some more updates coming for this soon anyway. But yeah, again, great profit factor, and this one can be dialed in even more with the settings in there. So let's keep going on. Okay, yeah, this is something I wanted to cover real fast. So these 1 hour bands were being a bit buggy, and you need to update to the latest version. So to do that, if you just remove it from the skeleton key, I'm just gonna remove the bands here, and then update so it doesn't wipe anything. It should get rid of some of the random bugs where it definitely was not doing pulling the right trades. Let's see though. Alright, so I'm gonna add this back in. Yeah, okay, close less than support and close greater than resistance. Okay, so we'll come back to that in a second when it loads. This is the 30-minute bands that have been on the Discord for a while. Just doing pretty well, actually climbing them, and yeah, making some new highs. So for those who have been trading this and waiting and having patience for this long run, it's finally back in the green. So hopefully you all have been able to take advantage of that. This trade was almost a winning trade right there, but it looks like it's going to have some pullback from here. So we'll see if this trade ends up being a winning trade or not. But regardless, it's good to see the strategy after some down and sideways to actually start making new highs again. Let's go back to the 1 hour. Okay, yeah, so everything's fixed now. On the 1 hour strategy, you can see, yeah, it should load better and less buggy. So thanks to Agent Smith for helping me out with that bug. I was, yeah, super annoyed that it kept doing that. So this should be good from here on out. You can see just had an incredible winning trade, and is in another trade that, again, who knows, we'll see if it ends up being a winning trade or not, but taking advantage of some of this nice upside right here. Great to see. We already looked at that one. Okay, another thing I was going to point out is, for those of you who want a bit more of trending strategies, we just released the quantum wave band trending strategies, which take advantage of great upside moves, though you have to have a lot more patience because they will grind sideways for a lot longer and have a lot more losing trades. But for those of you who are in and have access to the complete bundle, we have this nice 2-day, we have the 12-hour and the 1-day and the 5-day that take more advantage of these trending strategies. So you can see here, look at list of trades. The recent trade, it had a 13% gainer and then a 2%, so not so bad. It took advantage of at least a good portion of this move here, and then another small win right there. So cool to see. The 1-day, also the last couple trades have been great, taking advantage of the upside moves. We got a 3, 3, and 11. So this is basically a trending strategy. It's a scalping for the 1-day, but that in essence is a good bit more of a trending kind of strategy, because it's taking advantage of what I would consider trending moves if you were on a different time frame. And then the last one, just to have the 4-hour here, that takes advantage of kind of those mid moves, and it also had a couple big wins here, and yeah, decent sized loss, but overall this last couple months have been slowly up and to the right, and it's a great strategy. So alright, I think that's kind of everything I wanted to look at today. Altcoins, I haven't even been trading or watching. I've been trading a little bit of Solana, but I've gotten mostly out of altcoins right now. Altcoins are just really easy to make some great gains in and then give them all back if you're not careful. So but for those of you who do want to be a little more degen, there are plenty of altcoin strategies out there. But yeah, watch for the new updates coming soon. Hope you guys, again, stay safe in this market out there. We've had some really great trades here recently, but as always, just gotta take it slow and steady and stay level-headed. And I'll see you guys in the next video.